Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. Over there is Diamond Dave Damone. This is the Appleton Oak. That's the answer. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today we are getting back to All of Us Are Dead. This is season 1, episode 9. You know, normally I have a really good eye for things, and I have been known to see things that some people's eyes don't exactly catch. So let's see what happens with our guy's eyes in this episode.
Well,
that was a hell of a cliffhanger.
You know, some would say I have an eye for detail, and you know what? I give my right eye to find out what happens on this episode. We'll cross all the T's and dot the lowercase J's.
Puns.
Wow, I couldn't see this intro going any worse. I'm Dave.
Eye for an eye.
Let's go!
Oh, right when we started.
Oh no! Get away!
Oh,
Nobody's gonna help.
there you
There we
go.
go. Okay,
Why are
see?
6 of them just standing there?
Oh, this isn't gonna go well.
Oh,
It's like a broken back.
괜찮아?
Oh, here
Yep,
it comes.
fire up.
Yep.
Here she comes.
넌 그냥 죽이면 안 되겠다. 눈깔 싹 다 파내서 좀비 새끼들 가운데로 던져버려야겠다.
Oh,
정상이 빼고 다 도망가. 같이 죽기 싫으면
oh man, what's gonna happen?
니들 다 죽어야겠다.
oh,
Jeez, it's gonna.
Oh, that didn't work.
There goes
oh,
his
my glasses. Pulling a Thelma.
Okay, when's our girl gonna step up?
Oh, that's a broken face.
And there goes some ribs.
Bibs.
All right, she's gonna get angered here. Has to. Nice.
Oh, nice. Oh, whoa.
What kind of Matrix
Matrix.
shit is this?
Ooh,
All right,
Oh.
is she turning now?
she's getting there.
Oh, jeez.
All right, anytime now.
This is gonna be a fight. Or not. Shit. Oh, look at that
Stab him.
point. Yeah, right in the hammy. Or quad.
Oh,
Nice grip.
oh, this is wild.
아바타마.
Oh, I was worried like all of a sudden.
I thought that steak was coming at her chest.
Oh, shit.
Hey, there we go.
All right.
We know he'll be all right.
Yeah, he'll
but
be fine. Yeah.
Oh, he's just got to make it all the way back up.
We bought some free time.
괜찮아.
Just got to slowly change back. Uh-oh. She all right?
Oh no. She's got a piece of metal in her.
He didn't bite her, did he? Through the sweatshirt.
Okay, maybe it was just the way she was standing. I thought she got thrown into something and
Well, no, she remember. Well, right there, she was looking at those two standing there.
yeah.
So there, obviously, she still has a little bit of feelings. And remember what just happened prior. He was giving
him professing his love.
So a lot of mixed emotions. There he is.
Michael Myers himself.
같은 편이라니까.
I thought he would have flew out a lot farther. He's gonna do the lethal weapon.
I think he's going to need a lot more than the lethal weapon.
He'll be fine in a matter of minutes.
This kiddo really disappointed in him.
Oh,
Soldier. Saw in whatever episode.
Ooh.
바이러스 상동성 검사가 안 나옵니다. 그 무슨 말이야?
Just going to say the same thing.
전혀 새로운 바이러스라는 거야? 질병관리청에서도 분석하고 있는데 그쪽도 마찬가지입니다. 정체를 알아야 치료제라도 대입시키는데 말입니다. 여태 정체도 파악 못했다는 게 말이 되나? 이상한 게 검사할 때마다 RNA 구조가 바뀝니다. 바이러스 스스로 진화하는 것 같습니다.
Get some white blood cells.
Well, there's this laptop.
효상경찰서 형사가 구조됐는데 바이러스에 대해 알고 있는 것 같습니다.
bring him to me.
효상고 과학실에 노트북이 있는데요.
Right.
넌 새끼 앞뒤 없이 얘기하지 좀 마.
급한 거잖아요.
No.
지금 효산시에 퍼진 게 요나스 바이러스라는 건데 효산고등학교 과학선생 이병찬 씨가 만들었어요.
응급실 실려간 학생도 효상고 학생인 걸로 미루어 발원제는 효상고가 확실한 것 같습니다.
There we go.
그 형사 계속 조사하고 특인대 효상고로 보내. 노트북 가져와. 알겠습니다.
There we go. Back to that chaos.
Back to this a-hole.
은지야. 은지야.
Oh.
Oh,
Well, that's right. She
Oh.
did. She was with the detective.
yeah.
But I'm more surprised about their interaction.
See where we go from here.
은지야, 너 괜찮아? 나 너 죽은 줄 알았어.
죽으러 가게 그냥 뒀잖아.
미안해. 그때는 내가
괜찮아. 너 원래 그런 애잖아.
Oh.
은지야, 너 괜찮아?
Well,
왜?
이상해. 너 같지 않아.
나 배고파.
Oh,
배고프면 막 흥분되고 그래.
Yeah, but even when she ate
Yeah.
the guidance counselor, she threw it up.
yeah.
주는 건데 줄이 엄청 길어. 너 먼저 먹어.
그런 건 별론데.
Oh,
Oh boy.
여기선 이거밖에 안 주더라.
그거 말고 난 다른 거 먹을래.
oh boy, here we go.
He's
Camp's
done.
about to get.
He's done.
너?
나?
너 먹을래.
Yeah. Thanks to her, that camp's going to be game over.
죽지도 않는 것 같고. 그럼 또 올라오는 거 아니야?
Aim for the neck.
니들이랑 이렇게 불 피우고 얘기하는 날이 올 줄은 몰랐는데 너무 좋아. 이런 거 처음이거든. 우리 나가게 되면 꼭 이렇게 모여서 다시 불 피우고 놀자.
There you go.
꼭 그랬으면 좋겠어.
그래, 그러자. 누구든 먼저 불 피우면 우리 다 같이 모이자.
미안해. 반정.
뭐 반정 웃었어? 개어새끼.
아씨, 좀.
왜? 뭐 또? 시끄러워 죽겠네 진짜.
울었냐?
미쳤냐?
무슨 소리 안 들려?
무슨 소리야?
왜? 또 누구 오는 거야?
Helicopter.
온다.
Choppers? It's got to be the choppers.
아무것도 없는데.
Or is it a whole horde?
Nope.
Choppers.
Yeah, helicopter now. It is.
There we go.
헬리콥터 소리다.
Close call.
Well, this time they'll see you guys because you have a fire next to the SOS. Sure, taking their sweet time.
Yeah, are you guys gonna land at any point? Oh, nice. The first person view there.
Oh, for a second.
Well, like what happened to the bus before they got the detective.
Yeah.
엎드려! 전부 엎드려! 저희 좀 살려주세요. 다 바닥에 엎드려! 엎드려!
기기 체크 실시. 효상 옥상
생존자 9명 확인입니다. 상태는?
체온 확인 중입니다.
Oh, what is going to happen with...
Yeah.
정무
Well,
Oh, what's gonna happen with?
I think as long as maybe nothing's going on, maybe she'll be all right.
Oh no! Oh no!
이상무.
What's gonna happen?
I'm a
with
little
her?
worried here.
Well, the
Yep.
34.5도 방한용품 지급합니다.
Oh, she was just barely under.
yeah.
저체온적인 병 제외 모두 정상입니다.
So say they let the other girl that's like that in there.
Yeah.
임무 완료 후에
She probably had
구조하겠습니다.
that.
학교에 너희들이 전부니?
아직 몰라요. 더 있긴 할 거예요.
아저씨들 잠깐 밑에 내려갔다 올 테니까 여기서 조금만 기다려.
우리 안 구해주세요?
다 구해줄 거야. 그러니까 어디 가지 말고 아무것도 하지 말고 여기 모여 있어. 알겠지? 투입.
I like to have a choice.
Oh boy. 4 going in that mess.
Well, that's convenient.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, do they have that on the top?
리포트.
Maybe for washing windows.
Ah, that's what the rain's for.
Okay, so the helicopter got off the roof. Oh no.
파이퍼. 선호 준비 완료.
Well, now they know there's survivors on the roof at least. Outside sources.
Yeah.
나가자.
Going to the rooftop, huh?
저 형은요?
묶어.
Yeah, see, look at this now. Oh, all that noise.
Better hope you can reload fast.
Holy shit.
Huh, it's just like Call of Duty.
Oh, they're clearing out. Now he's got a clear path to the roof again.
좀비를 다 죽이고 우리 데려가려고 그러는 거지? 설마 4명밖에 안 왔잖아. 특공대면 일당대 가냐? 뭐 찾으러 왔나? 저쪽 과학실 아니야?
Oh, they made it.
And granted, they only had to go to that room.
Yeah, that's true.
스테이 완료. 물건은 확인 중입니다.
It's gonna get trapped in there.
감염자들 과학실 쪽으로 점점 빠르게 이동 중. 파이퍼. 대피 준비 실시. 목표물 미었고 다음 해제 중. 탈출해야 돼. 서둘러.
I was gonna say just
해제 완료. 탈출합니다.
All right, that's important. Let's protect that.
I love these POV
Yeah,
shots.
it's pretty awesome.
파이퍼. 탈출까지 내부 감염자 상황 리포트. 감염자들이 해조선을 끈질 통과한 과학실로 빠르게 이동 중.
학생들 구조해서 복귀해.
알겠습니다.
사령관님, 격리소에서 사고가 발생했습니다.
Oh, here we go.
서버 모니터 연결해.
Yep.
Oh,
Kid just got destroyed.
전으로 돌려.
somebody had him for lunch.
퇴출 위치. 이동 바람. 이상.
Something's gonna happen, man. The way they're doing this setup.
먼저 올라가.
Didn't they land on the roof last time?
우리가 한 명씩 끌어올려줄 테니까 무사워도 가만히만 있으면 돼. 알았지?
헬기 안 내려요?
건물 안전 때문에 못 내려. 저 아저씨가 잡아줄 거니까 아무 걱정하지 말고. 너희들 한 번에 다 못하니까
they just showed that. Come on.
다 못 타요? 다 같이 갈 거야. 근데 한 명씩 올라가야 돼.
One by one, someone's not making it.
먼저 가. 먼저 가.
Somebody's.
Oh, no way in a million years does this work out.
Nope. Yep. This camp's done.
뭐야 저게? 무증상 감염자인 것 같습니다.
감염이 됐는데도 아무 증상이 없었다고.
Means they have no idea how many could be in there.
Yep.
Now they're rescuing students.
Yep. Yep. They're gonna say leave them.
Yep. Leave him there until we figure it out.
They tease us with a close-up of the winch.
교상고 작전 영상 띄워. 빨리. 알겠습니다.
아무데 구하지 마.
Oh my god.
There it is.
방금 무증상 감염자 발견됐어.
체온 이상 없는데 말입니다.
Temperatures don't matter.
아저씨! 아저씨 저 내려가요!
아저씨 내려와요.
내려오고 있어요.
These poor kids.
왜 그러시는 건데요? 우리 좀비 아니에요.
뭐해?
Oh,
Open fire!
파이퍼팀 헬기로 이동 실시.
쏘라고.
내 말 안 들려? 명령이다. 발포해.
Oh no, no.
쏴, 이 새끼야, 쏘라고.
Oh, they're heading towards the roof too.
Well, at least the helicopter's pulling and all that gun noise so they can make a move. Guess that's a positive.
부탁드릴게요. 몇 명이라도 데려가 주세요.
Don't do it.
미안하다.
Well, this is something I didn't see coming.
well, at least he didn't take him out like the boss said.
Yeah.
I mean, but if the laptop's on the helicopter, I mean, they could always go drop 'em some food and water and stuff.
I don't think they're coming back ever. This almost feels like a first season of The Last of Us thing where they're just going to nuke everything.
I do appreciate them showing the emotion of this soldier right here. Because oftentimes they show some military just being cold and heartless and not just showing the emotion of it. So.
Oh, and there's a
y'all-
ladder.
본거 아니에요?
They're oh no. You guys need to get off the ground now.
They need to get back inside.
We're losing dude on the cart.
Yep.
Look at that.
Oh.
Did it put their fire out? Oh no, at least they got their fire.
우리 버린 거지. 맞지?
Yeah.
이제 아무도 안 구하러 오는 거지.
왜 그러지? 우리 씨발 좀비라고 생각했던 거 아니야?
Oh no.
안 죽이고 그냥 우리 버리고 갈 이유가 없잖아.
Yeah, we still need that fire.
다 필요 없어.
Easy.
아무도 안 와. 이제 아무도 안 온다고.
Yeah, now what do they do?
국회의원 박은희입니다. 저는 현재 저를 구해주신 남소주 김우신 소방대원의 격리소 탈출 사건의 공범으로 지목되어 조사를 받고 있습니다. 저는 공범이 아닙니다. 제가 주범입니다.
의원님, 진짜 녹화
Oh.
남소주 소방대원은 근처에 딸이 있음에도 불구하고 우리를 구했습니다. 그리고 딸을 구하기 위해 출동하려 했지만 계엄 지휘부가 막았습니다. 그 소방대원에게 딸은 전부였습니다. 모든 책임은 내가 질 테니 무슨 수를 쓰더라도 탈출해서 딸을 구하라고 했습니다.
Wow, there you go.
어떤 처벌을 받더라도 저는 끝까지 힘없는 서민의 편에 서 있겠습니다.
Wow. I was not
No, I didn't see that coming.
expecting that at
Her
all.
doing a full
What a turn
180.
from her.
It's not like she was like totally like.
Well, but do you
but I
remember
wasn't
she was
expecting that.
saying, you know, help me first. It's all about
Yeah.
me
Yeah,
because
true.
I'm powerful.
True.
She did a full 360.
360, baby.
Did a 360. Means I'm back on my bullshit.
Now we get to see. Oh, jeez.
아빠.
Oh, wow.
That was interesting.
Wow.
도와주세요. 와이프랑 애기가
Wife and baby.
Oh boy. She's pinned in there.
그냥은 안 됩니다. 장비 가지고 자 프레임 절단해야 돼요.
제발 도와주세요.
죄송합니다. 제가 지금 딸애 때문에 가봐야 돼서. 자, 이거 받으세요. 끝까지 버티셔야 됩니다.
Well, if he just starts shooting, more of them are going to come. Oh.
help me now or
Yeah.
나를 기다리고 있어요. 제발요. 가지 마요.
oh, what a dilemma. I don't think we've seen that.
No. I mean, there literally was nothing he could do.
No. Not without the jaws.
한계에 부딪힐 때마다 그런 말들을 했다. 과학은 상상에서 시작해 미스테리로 끝난다고. 퇴근길에 무당을 찾아갔다.
Still going in the back there.
이거 하나면 모든 문제가 해결된다고 한다.
살려주세요. 살려주세요. 나 사람이야. 나 좀비 아니에요.
Oh, what's gonna happen here?
몸속에서 인간과 괴물이 싸우고 있다고 생각하시면 됩니다. 다른 효선 시민도 그럴 가능성이 있나?
Yeah.
질병관리청의 권고에 따라 증상이 없어도 감염자로 추정하는 게 맞을 것 같습니다.
Wow. They're gonna nuke the whole city.
모든 재난은 영웅을 남겨요. 에? 딸을 구하든 못 구하든 남소주 소방대원은 영웅이 될 거라고. 그걸 지금 우리가 만드는 거라고요. 당신네 팀장이 영웅 되는 게 싫어요?
그거 아닌데
아니면 됐네요. 대승적 차원으로 뭉쳐야지. 지금부터 우리는 원팀이에요. 이제 거침없이 가는 거예요.
Oh, well, good luck.
So much for that.
병실로 이동 중에는 안전을 위해 수갑을 채울 예정이니
우리가 범죄자야? 왜 갑자기 인신을 구속한다는 건데? 그리고 감히 지금 의원님 손에 누가 지금 수갑을 채워?
형제 따라 주십시오.
나 인내심 시험하지 말아요. 지금이 계엄 상황이지 군부 독재 시대야?
형제 따라 주십시오.
우린 원칙 없는 통제는 못 따라줘. 죽이고 데리고 가.
They might take you up on
gonna
that.
왜?
Yeah, that didn't last long.
I thought maybe
I
they were
thought it was
gonna-
pop, 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 pop.
Yeah.
Take her anyway.
Oh, they worked him pretty good,
Yeah,
though.
they did.
Oh, yeah, look at him. He's limping.
괜찮아?
Oh, the sound.
Earplugs.
Will that actually help a lot?
Yeah, it's better than
I'm
nothing.
not saying it wouldn't. I'm just curious of like the actual like.
Oh, now we got rain.
And they're outside, and everything's gonna get soaked. Shit.
Now you can drink the water.
That's good for a minute until you're soaking wet and it's nighttime. Ah, good.
It's got him
Suffer
too.
more.
Suffer more.
Suffer more.
Okay, maybe it's not that cold out.
It's been a few days. You haven't showered. You haven't had really any water, I don't think, in however long. They just got to try and get back to that music room and get to the storage room in there. All the PTA supplies.
Good luck
I
on
don't think
that.
that's happening, man.
Come on, one can hope.
Definitely keep the hope
Hey,
alive.
they need to get there. No, not gonna happen, guys.
No, it didn't say it was gonna not happen. It just doesn't look good. Let me rephrase it. But it's probably not gonna happen.
I want to know how many are even left inside the school from how many the soldiers took out.
Yeah, they're feeling pretty hopeless.
Well, the kids like
Yep.
just had that helicopter come and then hey, we're saving you. Oh, never mind.
Nope, psych.
Pass.
Dude still doesn't know about his mom being in the field yet.
No.
See his breath.
Yep.
It's crazy to see the thunder have that effect on these guys.
Yeah.
So his hearing's a lot more acute than hers.
Yeah, unless the earplugs help that much.
Yeah.
좀비들이 소리만 들리면 따라오잖아. 천둥 칠 때만 움직이면 우리 소리 못 듣지 않을까?
Nice.
Good thinking. It's all distorted for him.
Yeah.
Where are we gonna move to?
여기서 죽느니 차라리 나가다 죽는 게 낫지 않아?
Well, there you go.
어디를 어떻게 나가려고? 강당으로 가서 후문 쪽으로 나가면 테니스장이잖아. 거기서 영어생활관만 통과하면 뒷산으로 갈 수 있지 않을까?
Good for these kids or at least him thinking outside the box here now.
Head for the mountain.
So be outdoors? I mean, I guess you're out.
만약 무슨 일 생기면 내가 소리 질러서 좀비들 다 데리고 다른 데로 갈게. 죽어도 나 혼자 죽을 테니까 나 믿고 가자.
Way to take responsibility, I suppose.
살 거면 다 같이 살아야지. 누가 죽게 되면 내가 대신 죽을게.
비가 와서 그런지 너무 많은 냄새가 한꺼번에 몰려와서 다 섞였어.
Didn't think about that.
빗소리도 엄청
Smell and
시끄럽고.
everything.
Yeah.
Well, the rain is really loud.
The
too.
drops.
확실히 좀비들이 둔해졌을 거야.
그 절비 얘기면 믿을만하지 않을까?
Hamby.
아 절반만 좀 믿을 수 있다 뭐 그런 건데.
A half reliable person.
넘어지면 안 되니까 한 사람씩 손잡고 나가자.
Right.
서로 지켜주게. 오케이. 야.
He's still crying.
No, remember he likes the archer.
Well, they've had a chemistry.
Yeah, they were
I know.
hugging before. Yeah. Come with me if you want to live.
진아, 가자. 응.
He's still got his hand out.
야. 내 뒤에만 있어. 우선 살자. 우리 얘긴 나중에 하고.
Oh, survive now, talk later.
Our guy hanging.
Self high
Five. Okay.
Something bad is gonna happen.
Now you can hear him already.
Is it like too morbid to think like they're gonna have to take off our villain's head in order to neutralize him?
It's probably the only way.
That's what it's gonna take, I think.
It's the only way to take him.
You know, back in my younger years, I saw Friday the 13th a few times with Jason, and it was always the solution they never used.
Nope.
Well, there was a time
Maybe
where
in
the
this,
propeller hit his neck in the boat,
Not
and
the
it didn't
same.
work. Didn't work.
Same answer.
Well, that was the oh yeah.
Well, maybe in the school they have one of those big paper cutter machines.
That thing's gonna crawl at him.
괜찮아. 나랑 더.
At least everybody's got some sort of weapon.
Yeah, something.
I'd have grabbed a couple. The pointier, the better. Is there a set of golf clubs somewhere? Too soon.
Here we go.
Okay, so let's see what the thunderclap does.
Disband.
Yeah, it
It
just
does scatter them.
yeah, it just screws with everything. It's
Interesting.
like it's messing up their radar.
Look, we got like 3 minutes left, so something big is gonna happen. Yay!
That's why you hold hands. The old diamond intuition.
Dude, this is crazy seeing how that affects them.
Yeah.
They figured out the same thing. Cool.
Oh.
It just keeps falling.
That's interesting. The subtitles.
Well, because we're whispering.
Smart thinking. Let's not waste his energy even trying to lure him away.
Yeah, use stealth.
Like you're some sort of genius with that. Quinstinkt's taking over.
Oh boy.
Oh, jeez, when he turned like that, because it was such a quick cut, I thought it was like a zombie walked right in front of the camera.
I mean, that's a good spot. A lot of cover with all those bushes.
Huh. Let's hit all those tubes. I'll make a little bit of noise.
Yep.
Hopefully lightning
That's
doesn't
our-
strike the clock tower.
Yeah, at 88 miles an hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
It's our truck from earlier.
Yeah, that's what is the henchman.
Oh no. He's hallucinating.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Damn, he sees mom.
Oh boy.
Shit.
Oh.
What an ender.
He finally found out what happened to mom.
Yep, now he knows.
At first, yeah. Well, I mean, we already saw it.
Yeah.
That she was a full-fledged zombie. But I was thinking when she was standing there, I was like, oh, are they going to say that she was asymptomatic?
Yeah, like maybe
Like,
it evolved, possibly. But no, that was not the case at all. So any hope you may have had, it's dashed. This episode was really cool. Gosh, so much stuff happened. I liked again, another unique twist from the world of zombies where you can be infected but not show any symptoms whatsoever. What a great twist that is to have, where they could be scanning and doing their best to try to weed it out, but all of a sudden, hey, the virus is constantly changing and evolving to protect itself, essentially, so that it can go and spread some more. So I really liked how we got that. It was good to see, I think you said it, Diamond Dave, good to see the soldiers have some remorse for what they had to do with our crew being left on the rooftop. And, to get that little bit of bonding moment that we had before all of that went down, where they were sitting around the fire and kind of realizing that, they were and are good friends now. So I liked that. Just, so much, this feels like it was more than one episode, honestly, because we had so many different points of view of what was going on here. But I'm just going to focus on the students here. I'll let these guys kind of cover the rest. Look, they've discovered some new things with that, essentially with how the lightning and everything affects the zombies. And it's like, hey, it's now or never. Either we stay on this roof and we get rained on, we get cold, they can't have a fire now, everything is wet, they have no food, they have water if they can collect it, I suppose, but they have no choice. They have to go, and now is the perfect time to make a run for it. And the one gentleman, young man, said that he'd sacrifice himself. I'm guessing because he wanted to take responsibility for it if they got into a spot and they had to get away. And they're like, no, we're all in this together and we're all making the choice to do it. You don't get to kind of play that card, so to speak. So I really liked how our group is getting a lot tighter knit here in, episode 9, but it was just so much chaos going on in the earlier episodes. They finally had a chance to kind of figure out who each other was. So I liked that. So for me, that was the big part of the episode. Of course, there was a ton of other things that happened with the military and with our government woman, and then with our guy we affectionately call Chuck Norris for what he's capable of doing. So for me, just another fantastic episode. We do have the laptop now, so let's see what happens from there.
Yeah, even though they had the laptop, I mean, it should help, right? But we saw that, hey, people are asymptomatic now, and that they can have the virus and not show any signs of it until they get that urge in their belly and they're hungry. As we saw what happened, so this episode was this was another good one, a broken record with that, because I loved it with this one, with how the military was they showed, I think hopefully it'll make the cut, but like Diamond Dave said, they showed the humanism in the military guy, that when he finally got in the helicopter, he took his helmet off and threw it because he still wanted to save him, even though his boss was even saying to take him out. I would like to think, that the boss meant by, pop off was just spray the air to get them to stay away from you. I'd like to think. I'm not
Why
saying
aren't
it
you
is.
shooting them?
Exactly.
He made it pretty clear.
Where he, what he just said.
Let's not mince our words.
He said, "Why aren't you shooting?"
Maybe he lost in translation, but and then I love how they coincided that with the asymptomatic. How he's watching on the two screens. We saw the kid that didn't open the door. Well, what goes around comes around. He got taken out here in the camp, and which was. I'm glad it happened to him because he deserved it, but then at the same time, it showed off the asymptomatic to everyone else. So then that, in fact, halted the rescue attempt of the kids. And then with Dad coming to the rescue right now, what I like about this too is they kind of coincided with his daughter saying, "We go to the mountains. There's a trail there that my dad and I went hiking on." So my early prediction is maybe Dad gets to the school, they're not there, so he looks towards the mountains and actually goes to that same exact trail because maybe there'll be a flashback of some sorts showing that his father and daughter hiking there, and so it realizes it clicks in his brain as he goes on to find them and help hopefully save the crew, and then big reveal at the end with him seeing his mom and like I said, I know we saw her as a zombie before, but I was kind of open when we saw her normal. I was like, did she go asymptomatic on us?
Yeah, it evolved.
And then, of course, hell no, she's a zombie. So really good episode, and I love the way they do the cliffhangers on here. They're really well done.
Yeah, this one was wow. What a just roller coaster of emotions. I know that's a cliche thing to say, but you get the helicopter that shows up. You think everybody's going to get saved, and then they don't. And I'm like thinking, okay, well, maybe what they'll do is they'll just say, hey, let's just get this laptop back safely, and then we'll come back for the kids. And then, the dude in charge is like, take them all out. That was wild. Obviously, they have different quarantine protocols now, so everybody's getting cuffed and isolated. Answer, you bring up a good point. Look, the kid who wouldn't let them on the roof, had he honestly, had he allowed all of them to come with, I don't know, maybe things would have played out different. He would have been better off, honestly, staying on the roof with the rest of that group with the way things played out, because at least they're alive at this point.
What's funny too is he didn't know she was alive until there.
Yeah, he thought she was. He thought she was done. She starts acting strange, and with Chuck Norris, that's a really tough situation to be put in because he's just got tunnel vision to go help his daughter, and in situations like this, post-apocalyptic world, we've seen so many TV shows do it where it's like, do you stop and help other people or do you focus on your own? There's so many situations where do you help others or do you look after yourself? I mean, would if you had you and your family and you had limited amounts of food, would you share your food with another family? Serious moral conundrums. Now, they made it a little bit easier in the situation because they presented a situation where he couldn't really help. Right?
Yeah, there was nothing he could do.
Like the car was pinned up against the wall. Not much you could do without the jaws of life or some sort of saw or machinery to be able to pry her out of there. But it still showed the conflict of do you help other people or do you focus on yourself? So there's that. It was interesting. They showed the dad at the end because, they kept telling us that the cure is on the laptop, right? But then they showed the latest video we got from the dad saying like it's all kind of hopeless, right? So, and then he was holding up the paper talking about a shaman. It's like, but then again, at the end, right before, he was the one who told them that it's on the laptop, right?
Yeah, there's more footage.
So there's more footage to come. He must have figured something out. But we have the laptop in any regard. Hopefully they can find something out. The problem is with something like this, is once they get bitten and you're infected, the rate at which they turn is so fast. It's like, how do you? You know, I mean, it happens like right away. Like even in the, you know, in like The Walking Dead, will use that. Like you get bit. Like sometimes people have like 24 hours, right, or 12 hours, or something like that. So if it was like, hey, I got bit, and you could get somewhere where you could get treated moderately quickly, they'd be able to help. But if you turn in a matter of minutes, it's like, oh, hey, I'm infected. Like you literally have to have everybody walking around all the time with some sort of antidote. And then, of course, there's always the situation where when you do get bit, it's fatal anyhow.
Make it aerosol.
You know, they're taking, yeah, there you go. That's a good point that you bring up. It'll have to be an aerosol sort of thing.
Were you guys surprised with how, I don't want to say easy they got the laptop, but I was expecting a little bit more of a mission for them to try to figure out where it was.
Well, the thing is no, they would have had blueprints, right, of the school. You think they would have had blueprints of the school,
Clearly they knew
or
where
they
they
would have
were
talked.
Yeah, they knew where they were
would
going.
have talked to the kids. Hey, how do we get into the science lab? It's not like they went into the school and were like, okay, now let's
find the lab.
science lab. I was a little bit worried about once the gunfire started, how many they would draw. But look, we've had a lot of, I don't know how big that high school is. I mean, but if you think about the school, look at how many of the students are already out in the yard. There's a lot. Look at how many have been taken out already. There's a lot. We don't know how big of a school it is. You know, if it's a school, say like one I went to high school with, 400 or 500 people, it's like, well, there's hundreds out in the yard already, you know, and they start taking out, 50, 100. It's like, okay, maybe it works. But in any regard, it looked like it was a very tactically planned thing. Get in, get to the science lab, get your stuff, get out. And they certainly didn't make it seem easy. You know, they would have gone in. You would assume with a pretty fair amount of ammunition. So it's not like we're out of ammo. Last magazine, you know. So, but yeah, in any regard, a great. Another great episode, a lot of tension, a lot of moral conundrums, and, left us with another massive cliffhanger. So,
yeah, the dad, as you guys like to call Chuck Norris, can
do it all.
Not that I was happy that he left, folks, because I like how they did that scenario. Woman was trapped, pregnant. Husband was trying to do everything he could to get this gentleman to help, but he clearly stated, like, hey, man, the only way we're moving her legs is if we get the jaws, and that's pretty much it. So I love how he's like, you just have to hang on. I got to go, but you just hang on. Like, I'm not saying it's never been done, but recently I can't remember too much outside of Rick Grimes and Michonne and Carl in season 3 where the hiker was running.
Yeah.
And they got the Honda stuck for a minute, and then they got out, and then boom, gone. And then by the time the clear episode, where at the end, after they leave Morgan, you see the dude was already smoked by a zombie. They stop and grab the backpack and go. But outside of that, of actually like having an actual interaction with someone being like, whoa, in that situation with a pregnant woman and a husband, yeah, ain't happening. I got to go.
Yeah,
just try to stay alive. I thought that was pretty cool and unique to show that kind of decision making where as the detective, hey, we're saving everybody, you know? So it actually came back to where we were saying, like, how many can you actually try to save before it becomes kind of a problem? Here, he weighed priorities. He he assessed the situation, knew it couldn't be fixed by himself only, said, would he, just hang on, and then he jetted. And I was actually it was actually nice to see that the husband got so desperate that the one tool of the shotgun that he gave him, he turned it right on him almost immediately because he knew the dude was leaving. So really appreciate that they put that in here. And look, in just any apocalypse or zombie show, Last of Us, Walking Dead, this. Right now in these early stages, we see there's still some good, right? There are people trying to do some good because it's only right now in a certain section of the city. It hasn't totally exploded outside yet. So we still get some good, we still get some bad, but like The Last of Us, The Walking Dead, Black Summer.
Yeah.
At a certain point, after a certain amount of time, zero good.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
There's no good people. It's just how you survived, essentially. So I wonder if that's how season 2 is going to be. Obviously, we have 3 more episodes left to see how they wrap this up. They're doing season 2, so I'm kind of curious if that's the next progression, depending on how this ends, of course. So I'll save that for the last episode.
So I'm glad he said that, because you were asking about what the dad said on camera. He said humanity is over because after this, everyone will see what everybody is stooping to, so how evil everyone is. So that's why he's saying that humanity is over. It's because now, even if we have the cure and everyone's cured, you know what everybody was willing to do and turn their backs on it. And so then you lose faith in humanity, hence making it be over.
Yeah, well, and speaking of that too, I'm glad they put in the our political woman there.
Yes,
what a shyster!
Never let a crisis go to waste, right? I mean, it did everything to make herself out to be the hero, knowing that it would get her votes, and even her second in command there was like, oh, that was brilliant. I can't believe you pulled that off. I'm paraphrasing.
See, at first I thought maybe she was doing it because, like, all right, they won't throw the book at me as much as they would do to him. I can take the brunt, and so that's why I was like, oh, she pulled a 180. Nope. Guess what? She did pull a 360.
I'm still thinking about furthering.
He did pull a 360.
Back on your bullshit.
Still trying to advance her political career, even in this situation. Still thinking about that. So I like that was put in there. That was, again, another realistic touch that I appreciated seeing, much like with Chuck Norris not being able to help somebody out, and he just got to move on.
Yeah, it's just funny how she's been going back and forth for us. Like,
no.
You got me again.
Of course not. Oh, once a politician, always a politician. But back to the soldiers that were at the school. I absolutely love how they finally showed some military with a little bit of compassion and having some emotional reaction to it, I guess. They did have the compassion, but the emotional reaction after, because most shows, movies, you see that they're just cold-hearted. Nope. Oh, yep. Orders taken. Yep.
You can't get on the truck. Get out here. I'll start shooting. Sort of thing. Yeah.
So it was kind of cool to see that. Obviously, because it was kids. So the soldier, especially, they did their checks. So he was sold on the checks they did, and of course, what's going on here too? You see, General. Either way, the lead military guy, seeing what he's been seeing and getting all this information and gathering this data, I feel like, as much as they're trying to keep the military like a tweener in here, right? We gotta force the hand now of this because we saw this, which sometimes could lead the audience to be like, well, fuck that, we see this, so fuck the military on this, right? But he's had some logical, at least in my opinion, some logical sense so far, and it's not been too outrageous yet.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically been just take your emotions out of it and make the best calls that save the most amount of people. If that means you only get a 60-40 save rate, and that's the best you can do, well, that's the best we can do, and this is the protocols we do for that. So yeah, he's very just calculated, take the emotions out of it, and like I said, I think they're one step away from being like, well, we can't do anything. Looks like we're just going to nuke the whole city or any spots that are there.
They probably are pretty close to that.
Yeah, and while saying that, I do want to say I do not agree with his assessment of just waste the kids. Like, that one I wasn't on board with. Because
that escalated quickly.
Real quick.
So that was,
wow.
Yeah, that was kind of like, I know I said what I just said, but the caveat to that was that moment right there where that probably wasn't the most logical thing. But
and that's what he's thinking.
But that's what he is thinking. Like, hey, we can't tell if these guys are zombies or not, so we might just have to blow them away.
Could be a threat.
Just got to wait for a thunderstorm, and you'll be able to find right out.
But since we're on the perspective of the kids, we know that the kids are good, except the one did get bit, but she's a Hamby. She's totally cool.
Hamby, loving it.
And they're all good to go.
Great ideas.
Not half reliable.
What's great, though, is these kids are getting a leg up, so to speak, because of the experiences that she's going through. Like, I don't know if they really make those decisions without her being there going and feeling what she was feeling.
Yeah, showing how the thunder affects her and how the loud noises are. Absolutely.
So loving the different aspects that we're getting from the zombie genre on this show so far. So can't wait for the next 3. I'm sure they're going to be I would assume all high octane now.
Sure, there won't be any cliffhangers.
Yeah,
Not at
0,
all.
as we just ended
0.
on 1. Just like now. No, I was kidding. So for Appleton Oak, Time and Dave, that's Mason Quinn. I'm Course Answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pals.